Hello! Again, I'm Dr. Grace Carol Beltran, your dermatologist, dermatologic surgeon, genetologist, I forgot about that, and your resource person on obesity. Ang topic pa rin po natin ngayon ay tungkol sa stress. Bakit ba stress pa rin ang gusto kong topic? Kasi sa dermatology, karamihan ng sakit natin sa dermatology ay nanggagaling because of our stress. Karamihan ng problema sa buhok, kuko at skin ay nangyayari dahil tayo ay laging stressful. So, ito yung continuation ng dalawa ko pang video na may talk ako about stress at ngayon ito na yung treatment, no? At saka yung possible causes ng stress. So, ano ba ang mga possible causes ng stress? One is sleeplessness. Kapag hindi ka nakakatulog kasi, lagi kang nagiging irritable, nagkakaroon ka ng confusion, hindi ka makapag-concentrate ng mabuti, at saka nakakaroon ka lagi ng sakit, no? Lagi kang sinisipon, inuubo, ganun. Lagi kang nagkakaroon ng mga sore throat, ganun. And also, your immune system decreases. So, ano pa gagawin kapag ikaw ay laging hindi nakakatulog? Siyempre, bawiin mo yung pagtulog mo. Tapos, increase your food intake na rich in tryptophan. Ang tryptophan kasi ay mayroong nagpaproduce ng increased serotonin. Ang serotonin naman nagpapatulog to sa atin, no? Kaya kailangan maganda ang food natin na rich on tryptophan. Ano ba yung mga rich in tryptophan? Well, for example, you have your milk, yogurt, rice, peanut butter, dates, figs, and turkey. Okay. Tsaka avoid mo din yung pagkagabi ay kumakain ka ng maraming taba at saka ng carbohydrate kasi this can also lead to sleeplessness, no? Ayan. Ngayon, kapag ikaw ay mahilig sa caffeine and caffeinated products, you should stop doing this. So, avoid colas, coffee, and tea na rich in caffeine. Okay. Kasi alam nyo ba na 2 to 3 cups of coffee lang can give you 400 grams of caffeine? This can keep you awake the whole night. Kaya dapat bawasan natin po ang pag-inom ng mga ganitong klase ng pagkain at saka inumin. So, bakit ba? Kasi kapag ikaw yung nagkakaroon ng increase in caffeine intake, yung adrenaline mo tumataas kasi caffeine stimulates increased adrenaline production. Ang adrenaline kailangan natin para maging active tayo, para maging gising na gising tayo. So, it exacerbates the effects of stress. Kapag lagi kang nag-iinom ng caffeine at kumakain ng mga pagkain na rich in caffeinated content. Ngayon, kapag ikaw din ay mahilig kumain ng mga ganitong pagkain, kailangan din, you should concentrate on your hydration. Avoid being dehydrated, okay? So, drink plenty of water, drink plenty of fruits and juices, and wag lang matatamis, at saka talagang plenty of fluids, especially water. Ngayon, kasi alam mo ba na ang ating katawan ay 2/3 made up of water. Tapos, kapag ikaw naman ay may mild dehydration, bakit ka ba nagkakaroon ng mild dehydration? 3 to 5% lang yung ibig sabihin yung bawas ng hydration mo. Kasi kapag ikaw ay nagsasabi weight reduction, nag-exercise, at ikaw ay may sakit, yung nagbababit ka, tsaka nagdadiarrhea ka, and then if you increase your alcohol consumption, then you get a mild dehydration, which is not symptomatic, kaya hindi mo alam na dehydrated ka, pero dehydrated ka na pala. Even an illness can cause mild dehydration. So, you should be conscious about these things para you know that you should rehydrate during these times na may ginagawa kang ganitong activity o kung ikaw man ay may sakit na kahit na mild na sakit lang, lalo na kung nilalagnat. Kapag ikaw din ay laging nasa lugar na maingay, no? Lagi may mga visual distractions, yung mga, kunyari may mga nagrarally dyan, doon mo pa gustong tumayo sa gitna ng nagrarally, yan, no? This adds to your stress level. So, avoid these things. Avoid too much noise and avoid too much visual distractions that are very stressful situations. Ngayon, if you worry a lot, okay? If you worry a lot, alam mo ba na ang worry can cause dry mouth, palpitation, it can also cause you panic and to experience a lot of fatigue. Yan, pag nag-worry ka. Kahit hindi ka gumagalaw, pero worry ka na worry, lagi kang pagod ang pakiramdam, at saka lagi kang parang marami kang ginawa sa araw na yon. And then, when you take a lot of alcohol also, alam mo ba na ang alcohol can disrupt your sleep? Okay? Ang only allowed intake of alcohol is 60 ml per day. At sana hindi every day, no? Kasi nga, it can disrupt your sleep pattern. So, it can cause a lot of snoring and apnea, sleep apnea. Yung sleep apnea, during your sleep, you're not breathing, no? So, pwede kang mamatay dun kung matagal yung apnea mo. You don't breathe, you're not breathing, kaya nakakatakot yung sleep apnea. And then, Ano ba ang bad effect ng stress sa ating katawan? Na-discuss ko na din to earlier, pero ngayon mas mas specific. Sa heart, sabi ko nga kanina, nagpapalpitation, nag-increase ang heart rate mo. Sa lungs naman, increase your glucose release, which is required for an energy release also because you are under stress, so your energy increases. And then, this can result also to movement of fats from your fat stores to be used by your system. Kapag ganito na nag-move yung fat mo from the fat stores, sometimes nagre-release din to ng toxic substances. Pag nag-release ito ng toxic substances, then it can produce free radicals that adds more to the complication of being stressful in life. And then sa gut naman, ang digestive proteins mo ay nag-slow down. So, sometimes you become constipated kasi hindi na pa properly digest yung food mo. And then your pupils, instead of dilating, nagko-constrict. Kasi when you dilate your pupils, nag-help ito sa vision natin. So, when you're under stress, it can lead to constriction and then hindi na maganda masyado yung vision mo. Tapos it can also lead to increased respiratory rate and eventually increase in the stress hormones because you stimulate your adrenal glands to produce more hormones like adrenaline that can lead to more stressful situations and then increased free radicals formation, which is very bad for your skin, hair, and nail. Hindi lang yan, yung binanggit ko kanina, no? Kundi stress can also deplete your system of your vitamins and minerals. What vitamins and minerals? Well, ito na yung mga vitamins and minerals na na-deplete. Vitamin B1, which helps maintain our nervous system, helps in anemia, and protects against heart disease, can decrease when you are under stress. Anong gagawin mo? Dapat increase mo yung milk intake mo, whole grain intake, eggs and pork. Vitamin B6 also decreases, no? This vitamin can help boost your immune system, relieves menopausal symptoms and menopausal syndrome signs and symptoms. It can also protect against cancer. So kapag ikaw ay under stress, di ba, nag-increase din yung possibility mo to develop cancer. Anong gagawin mo? You should increase your whole grain intake, cereals, milk, vegetables, fish, and meat. And then another vitamin, puro vitamin B, no? Which is very important for our hair, skin, and nail. Vitamin B12 is the last of the vitamin B. This can maintain your immune system, boost your memory, increase growth and energy. And what do? Pagka nagkakaroon ka ng vitamin B12 depletion, so you increase your milk intake, eggs, meat like pork and beef, and fish and liver. And then the other minerals that are depleted also includes your zinc, your iron, and selenium. Ang zinc is very important in boosting your immune system and for healing. Ano ba mga sources ng zinc? Whole grain, egg, meat, and mushroom. And then iron. Pag nawawalan ka ng iron, you develop iron deficiency and then also anemia. And also, it can also deplete your immune system or it can decrease your immune system kasi ang iron, nagbo-boost din ito ng immune system and energy. So, anong kakainin natin? Increase your wheat intake, bran, fruits like apples and dates. And lastly, your selenium. Selenium is very important, no? It can also lead, when you have enough selenium, it will boost your immune system, keep the skin, hair, and nails healthy, and improves the liver. So what do if you lack selenium? Increase your fish intake, your bran, your wheat, your green tomato, and broccoli. Okay, so na-discuss ko na lahat. So maybe our topic next time is not anymore about stress. Ang topic naman natin ay siguro mas interesting, something more interesting kasi medyo boring to. Pero stress is really very important in our life, no? Kaya avoid natin ang magkaroon ng stress para gumanda ang ating buhok, kutis at ating mga kuko. For any more questions, just get in touch through my numbers and please like and share my account.